Hello, everybody. What is up? I know a lot of you are probably surprised to see me doing like basically a back-to-back stream, you know, because I did one yesterday. I'm surprised myself, actually. I'm surprised myself over here. But you know, that was actually kind of my goal this weekend, just to get some more streams in. I'm hoping to at least, you know, also do like one more, probably on like Saturday or something. That's what I was thinking. Because I really want to start like taking that more seriously. You know what I mean? Just actually streaming more for you guys. Because I'm tired of like, you know, I'm tired of taking forever on like my playthroughs. Like this Borderlands playthrough has taken like over a year, I think. Which is kind of insane. Like, this would have been done a lot sooner. You know, if you look at, like, Jolt's dude, you know, he goes through playthroughs like nothing. I mean, he also kind of speedruns stuff, too, so that also, you know, helps. But I think he's, you know, he streams, like, every weekday. You know, I kind of want to start getting into that a little bit, even if it's just, like, a few times every weekend or something. Yeah, I'm not actually sure what I even want to do on this stream. I know it says... I probably need to change the title. It says that I'm going to be continuing my Mordecai playthrough. I'm still thinking about that, actually. That's something that I probably will do. But first things first, you know... I kind of wanted to address a couple of my opinions from yesterday in regards to the Borderlands 3... deep dive showcase. There was just like a couple things that I said that I didn't fully like agree with, you know, like you know, after the stream I was like, you know, I was like, why did I say that? Like, I don't even think, you know, I don't even feel that way about said thing. And one of the things was, you know, I may as well put myself up on the screen here. Oops. One of the things was, you know, in regards to like the environmental, like the art direction, you know, and I still stand by the fact that like I think some of the characters, you know, they look a little too like over the top. There's definitely some clashing ideas. Clash of ideas when it comes to just the game in general, like just the art direction in general. And I can't remember what I was saying yesterday, but it was like, you know, I was saying everything looks over the top and there's just too much visual noise, essentially, which I don't fully like. I don't actually feel that way. I don't know why I was saying that. What I meant to say was that there was, you know, it felt like the art direction, like, because looking back, I actually went back and I watched the deep dive a little bit more, and I don't remember if it was like this with Borderlands 3. It might have been to an extent. I haven't played Borderlands 3 in like forever, so I wouldn't know. I haven't seen, you know, I'd have to go like look up like, you know, gameplay or something. But you know, you have like the cartoony kind of like style when it comes to like the characters and the weapons, right? But then you look at the like when he's going through that like snow area, it looks like realistic almost. Like, yeah, there's like there's some slight cell shading going on, but like it doesn't look, it looks like they're kind of going more for that realistic look. I don't know, maybe it's just me, but that's just kind of like what I get out of that, you know. So that's kind of what that's what I meant to say yesterday. I don't know what was going on, man. I wasn't thinking yesterday, but yeah, again, like the character designs are, I guess the Vault Hunters, I didn't know this, but the Vault Hunters, like the designs of them actually got better since like the last trailer, I think, before this one. Which I didn't know that. I still think they look a little too... I'm not like the biggest fan of the designs. Once again, there's a bit of a clash of ideas going on, you know, with some of the designs there. It feels like. And that's what I mean when it comes to, because again, you have like the characters and the weapons look cartoony, but the environments don't really as much. They look more realistic. So that's kind of what I mean by Clash of Ideas as well. And that's what I was trying to talk about. Yeah, I know I don't have to explain myself. It was bothering me. You know, I was telling my girlfriend that, and she's like, dude, nobody gives a fuck. But I was like, I don't know. Like, I just... Because you guys probably don't. You guys are probably like, what the fuck, dude? Like, I don't even remember what you were even talking about in that stream. But it was just bothering me. Because, like, that's not really how I felt. And there was, like, a few other things I think I said as well. I can't remember. It doesn't really fucking matter. But, yeah. I don't know if that makes any more sense, though, to be honest, what I just said. Hopefully it does. I did see other people kind of talk similarly in that regard, though. Like, I saw a few comments. I think it was on that video, that State of Play. I was looking through the comments, and yeah. I'm just not a big fan of, like, what they're doing with that. And it's... You know... It's not a big deal. I think I was saying that yesterday as well. Like, it's not a game breaker for me. Like, I'm not like a deal breaker. It just doesn't feel like Borderlands to me when it comes to that stuff. Because you have, like, again, like, you have like these realistic environments, but then you have these characters that are just so over the top, right? Like, you look at the Vault Hunters and, like, some of the enemies and stuff, which I do like the designs of some of the enemies. I mentioned that yesterday. But I'm not sure how I feel about the Vault Hunters, I'm going to be honest. Even though they did change them up, I think they changed them for the best, but still, I'm just like... I don't know. So anyway, I just, you know, I wanted to kind of, like, clarify that, I guess. Because I was just annoyed at myself. For you know, not articulating my thoughts properly yesterday. It was just that kind of day yesterday as well. But let's see, JDX, how you doing, man? I don't even know. Did I even welcome you in? I've been reading your comments. I don't even know if I've said anything. I've just kind of been going on my own little tangent here. Sorry about that. Most dedicated fans don't like it either. They have the exact same takes. That makes you feel any better. Yeah, that too. You know, I was talking about that, and even people in the comments were like saying like it's like Destiny, you know. Which, again, like, I just don't want, the main thing I don't want them to do is go with like the live service route and like the MMO type shit. You know, I want them to make a genuinely good open world that yeah, that doesn't suck, that has, you know, interesting side quests. Again, also not going more, like, I don't want them to lead more towards like the Ubisoft kind of open world approach, you know, like just like generic shit. I just want the world to be fun to explore, you know, have interesting side quests, you know, just... I shouldn't even have to say this, honestly. It just should be, that should just be par for the course, but it's like, unfortunately, like a lot of AAA games, a lot of open world games are not like that. There's not a lot of, you know, they're very shallow. An example of a good open world is Elden Ring. Hey, what's up, Sleepmaster? How you doing, man? I've just been talking about, I don't know if you saw that. You probably don't care about the Borderlands 4 State of Play. I was just talking about that. My thoughts on it. Let's see. It's not very hard to pull that off. Oh, doing it better. Yeah, doing it better than Destiny. Honestly, I agree. Destiny, I used to be a Destiny fan. Just when Destiny 1 came out, I used to play that game all the time. Up until I think was it Taken King, I just got sick of the grind. I got sick of it. Just got so repetitive. I did check out Destiny 2 when it came out just to go through the story, but that was about it. And it sucks because Destiny's one of those games that like has a good like world. You know, they really nailed it with the world and just like the way everything feels, the exploration, the mystery. It's just the gameplay is so repetitive, you know, and like it's really fun for the first while, but then you just realize you just start to notice the grinds, you know. It becomes because you know a lot of games like Borderlands have, you know, let's say grind, right? Like there's a lot of grinding you have to do, but when it becomes like so like noticeable and so boring, I guess I don't even know how to explain it. But like when it's at the forefront of your mind and you're not really having fun with it anymore, like that's kind of what happened to me with Destiny. Like I just got sick of it. It's just the same fucking bullshit. You know what I mean? Like, and again, it sucks because you have like there's a lot of good shit about that game. It's just they just didn't really know how to like. Yeah, the main gameplay loop. They just didn't know how to keep that interesting. Because again, for the first little while, like when you play that game, like it's pretty fun. But then the mystery and you know everything just kind of wears off. And you just start to realize the grind and how like repetitive and boring the game really is. You know what I mean? Like I don't know. That was just me with my experience of it. And that, you know, that's due in part to the fact that it has like that MMO kind of stuff. You know, I wish Destiny was more like a single player kind of cooperative focused game that wasn't live service. That's why I'm worried about Borderlands 4. I don't want it to do that. You know what I mean? Like imagine if Destiny was like single player or something, and like maybe had some co-op. Like imagine if it was more like Halo in that regard, right? I think it would have turned out a lot better. I think what killed it partially was what killed it is the live service, you know, stuff. Because people just, you know, you got like some extra, you know, they would drop like basically drip feed content to you over time, but then you'd pick up on that, you'd play for like a few days, and then you get bored again. You know, that's the problem with that type of stuff. So you basically have to rely on the live service model to even like enjoy the game. And there'd be like a lot of times where there's like a drought. Like I remember that. Like there was a lot of times where I was just like, you had to basically just wait till the next content drop to even have fun with the game. Because you basically just got everything done that you needed to get done, and there's nothing else to do. I glimpsed upon the Borderlands 4 trailer, and to be honest, this is not the Borderlands. This is not Borderlands anymore for me. I'm not interested. Yeah, I'm still. I talked about this like, because I don't want to sound like I'm like super excited. I'm really not. I said this yesterday. I'm very skeptical. Still, there was stuff I did enjoy from the the gameplay. It sounds like they listened to fans with some things, but like it doesn't. It's veering really far from what Borderlands, in my opinion, is. Because again, like talking about Destiny, that's kind of what it reminds me of. But that's not a good thing. Because again, Destiny really was like, I think that game took like heavy inspiration from Borderlands. I mean, you know, so if if Borderlands is trying to like basically copy Destiny, that's, again, I was talking about this, like that's kind of sad, like, you know. It was kind of like the other way around, but anyway, what do you guys think I should do? Should I continue more of my Mordecai playthrough? I know I have that in the title, so I probably should do a little bit of that at least. I don't want to disappoint anybody who came in here looking forward to that. So let's go ahead and do that. We're gonna go hit up Cromrax. That's where we left off. We're actually gonna fight Cromrax for the first time on Mordecai, so that's really exciting. Been looking forward to this moment for a while. No, I asked this yesterday, but what are your guys' thoughts on that? On that deep dive. Want to bet they're gonna put that yeah, dude. I noticed. Apparently, like that's gonna be the norm now. Like I saw Xbox is gonna raise their game prices up to $80 and raise the prices of like the Xbox Series X or something. I don't know if that's like 100% confirmed. I just saw that on social media when I was scrolling. Somebody can confirm that. But that's just what I saw. And I'm honestly not surprised if, you know, because if Nintendo's gonna get away with it, I'm sure everybody else, you know, thinks they can just follow in their footsteps, right? It's like, well, we may as well raise our prices as well. And that is exactly why most of the games I get nowadays are on sale. There's definitely some exceptions, but yeah. Anyway, Borderlands. Close out of that. Hey, Sprinkles, what's up, man? When are you streaming next? I'm doing a Borderlands marathon. Was it you? Who was it that, I think it was you, right? That asked if you should if you should play through all the Borderlands games before 4 comes out? I don't remember who that was. Is that what you're doing right now? Actually, I'm thinking of streaming again on Saturday. I was just talking about how I want to, like, try to do some more streams. Anyway. All right. And you know, I'm gonna be honest, like with some of that like exo movement or whatever the hell they've got going on in 3, like I do appreciate some of the new mechanics like the grappling hook and stuff like that. But it almost feels like there's like too much added movement and mobility, which I know that's kind of crazy, like that I'm complaining about that. But like it almost feels like a completely different game, you know? I think 3 strike the kind of the best balance because it just like, you know, it added vaulting and sliding and stuff like that. But I don't know, they're kind of taking it to the next level. And I'm still kind of figuring out how I feel about that. I don't know. What do you guys think about the new movement? Again, there's some things I really like. Apparently there's like swimming mechanics too, so that's cool. But yeah, the grappling hook is nice. I'm just not sure about like the, you know, the some of the new like kind of jumping abilities and stuff like that. Because like when you get to like the actual like combat, like the, you know, it just is like so crazy, you know, so much more like chaotic. which is so different from what we used to have. You know, like for example with this game, or 2, or hell, even 3 to an extent. It just, the gameplay feels more grounded, but in 4 it's like Call of Duty fucking Advanced Warfare. You know, like, does that make sense? Like here we have like more boots on the ground. Remember that when that was like when people used to complain about the exo stuff in Call of Duty, which I mean I was one of those people as well. But like we want boots on the ground again. Like it almost feels like if like Platinum Games made like a first-person shooter or something, you know. Which I love Platinum Games, but again, it's just not like, it's something I'd have to get used to, I guess. I don't know. Obviously, I'm way used to Borderlands being more slow-paced. I love the first game. I play the first game all the time. This game is as slow as you can really get, you know. But I like that. You know, there's not like I would also actually, I'd more or less compare it to like Doom Eternal. Which I like Doom Eternal, but I'm not sure, like it's, you know, that's a different game. Even for Eternal, I know some people actually didn't like some of those new mechanics. So I don't know. Who knows? Maybe I'll enjoy it with 4. Visual pollution. Yeah. See that I was saying that yesterday, and for me, it's not about like, that's what I was correcting myself on, because like to an extent I agree with that, but for me it's like the clash of ideas. You know, like with some of the, because you look at the, for example, when he's going through that snowy mountain area. You know, the environments look a lot more realistic. There's not a lot of like extra detail. Like you look at for example, in this game, right? You look at everything and it just looks, I don't know, like everything has like a lot of detail, and it feels very, you know, you look at like all these textures, right? Even like the street here, and it's just, it's got like that kind of those kind of cartoony like textures, but like 3 and well, I'm not sure about 3. I think 3 might have done a little bit of that as well, but 4 feels like they're just going for more realistic like environments, and you know, but they also have, it just, you know, they also have like the characters and the weapons which look cartoony. So that's what I mean by there's a clash of ideas, and even some of the you know, the characters feel like, I don't know, feel that way too with their designs. It's like they didn't really fully work together when they were creating the designs. You know, just kind of doing their own thing. But yeah, I was saying that earlier. And like, you know, when they were going through that like kind of like high level dungeon or whatever the fuck they were doing, I was saying it looks just like Destiny. Like if you pause it, where you slow it down and you just kind of look at the environment, you're just like, man, this doesn't look like Borderlands. This is like too realistic looking. Am I the only one who feels that way about it? Like I miss just like the dirty, grimy, you know, extra little details they put into like all the textures in like these games. Like Borderlands 1, 2 really nailed it. This game especially. You know, the environments themselves also felt like they had the same style and aesthetic as the weapons and the characters. Whereas 3 or 4 doesn't have that. I think, again, 3 might to an extent have that. Again, I have to like look that up. I fucking forgot 3, man. I haven't played that game in like ages. Anyway, what are you guys saying here? They had to make it for a modern audience, like I said. People still buy COD sports games for, yeah. Like everything has to have like advanced movement tech or some shit, you know? Oh, dude, the UI. The UI fucking sucks. Like, what is going on with the UI? It's atrocious. And I didn't bring it up, but like it covers the entire screen as well. There's no, I mean, I guess this game it covers a decent chunk, but you still can see like, you know, in the background. But with 4, it just opens like this, you know, it takes you out of the gameplay like entirely. Which I don't like. Plus it's kind of crazy that all the mainline Borderlands games will be on Nintendo Switch too. Oh yeah, you're right. I mean, that's cool though. I think that's pretty cool. Sorry about that. Anyway, let's go ahead and go Cromrax. And then, yeah, and then we just gotta grind some proficiencies and some artifacts, and that's pretty much it for this character. That's pretty much it for the playthrough. And I already said this, but like, I'm not gonna be done with this character. I'm just gonna kind of throw this character into the, you know, in with my other max level characters and just kind of switch between them all and do like max level farming. But in terms of just like the actual this playthrough, it'll be finished. So I'll be content. I know I don't even know why I'm rising the racer. Oh well, just stick with that. What did I think of the state of play? I've actually been talking about that, Brandon. I don't know. I'm very, very mixed on it, honestly. There's things I liked. There's things I didn't like. I kind of came out of it not really, you know, feeling any different, to be honest. I'm not that excited still. I'm a little bit, I guess, like a little bit more excited, but like again, I'm keeping my excitement at a minimum. Probably till the game comes out, until I can get my hands on it. Which, I don't know, man. I might not even get it at release. I'm kind of been thinking about that, especially if it's going to be fucking $80, like Sleep said. I just... No, dude. I don't know about that. Oh god. Probably be like Wonderlands where I get it on sale, you know, on like a good sale. Oh yeah, I will. I gotta actually figure out a good loadout for Craw. This is the first time fighting Craw, so on this character. So I gotta figure that out. I wish I had a Skull Masher right now. I feel like 4 is going to be like a different beast entirely. My theory is they're going to prioritize open areas. Not quite open world with raid bosses and such. See, yeah, I hope they're not trying an Anthem. God. I'm so worried about that. Because if they could pull off the open world, that would be great. I feel like that makes sense. If they're going to make another Borderlands, like it makes sense that they're going to go full open world. Because again, Borderlands, if you think about it, it's kind of it's a semi-open world experience. You know, you kind of get thrown in these big maps that interconnect with the loading screens and stuff. But it's never been one seamless connected world. It's just they gotta like do it right, you know? Please don't say Anthem. God, dude, what a fail that game was. What a disaster. I finally forgot about it till you said that. Me too, actually. Me too. Didn't that game like die out? I remember that was one of those games where we're like, oh, we're gonna have like a fucking 10-year, you know, we got a 10-year plan for this game. 10-year life service plan or some shit. I think it was that game. And those never last, do they? They never last. That was the same way with Destiny too. Fucking hate life service shit, dude. I really do. Hate it. I just miss when games would come complete, you know, and like get like extra content like as DLC. But the game itself would already feel like complete. You didn't have to have DLC. It just the DLC just felt extra, and it felt like there was care put into it. You know? I don't like when games try to drip feed content. It's so stupid. All right, actually, I gotta see what we got here. So, criminal, that might be good. I really wanna, man, dude, I really need to go farm for like a skull masher. Altair, I could try that. That might be pretty good. I should have probably hit up the armory a little bit before this as well. I probably will do a little bit of that after this. Just some armory farming. Oh, I got the headbanger. Ooh. I'll try that, actually. I'm going to try the headbanger first. And I think I'll use, yeah, I'll use some, like, Iridian weapons for the minions. Let's do that. This thing is fucking nice, by the way. I don't know if you saw me use this yesterday, Sleep, but dude, this thing is, like, one of my new favorites from your mods. I mean, just look at that. Look at the particles on that shit. It reminds me of something out of Noita. Like one of the wands you get in Noita. It's so cool looking. Yeah, it doesn't. It really doesn't feel like Borderlands. I just don't even think there needs to be a Borderlands 4, guys. I really don't. When I heard there's going to be another one, I'm like, really? Really? Just let the series die, you know? Because, like, if they screw this up, that is just... Man. It's gonna suck. What about... The wildfire might be nice, but I said I was gonna use all Iridian. Let's see if I have... What's this one? We'll try that out. And then do I have a fire when I do? Or I have the disc. What do you think, Sleep? Which would be better for the minions, the disc or the lobber? This also has plus 400% corrosive melee damage. I think I'll try that one out first. I also want to switch... Ooh. Ah, but this one's... Yeah. One gives me increased chance of finding rare items. I'll do the Jackal, though, for now, just to get that extra damage. Why do I have that? Get rid of that shit. Ooh, dude. I could use that haste artifact. Oh, there's some good artifacts I have. Let's try that. Let's try that. Because being able to like outrun Cromrax and the minions sounds very helpful. Does this work on Cromrax? I don't think it does. It might on the minions. Fuck, man. I don't even know what I want. I guess I could use a neutrino. Oh, wait, no. Hold on. No, we have to use that because I forgot that replaces a grenade. Never mind. And then as far as shields go, I think I want to use the Tish. Dude, what if I do the extra movement speed from this, though? Oh, shit, dude. Does that actually stack? Do those stack? Really? You liked that, Sprinkles? You liked having the legendaries be more common? Because I fucking hated that, man. I'm glad that they're changing that. That is something I'm happy that that's one of the things I liked in that trailer. Haste artifact really good for Craw. I had to nerf it because it's too good. I bet, man. Let's try this thing out. Was it the headbanger? Oh, look at that shit, dude. Fucking one shot took out that back spot. Oh god. Not good. Yeah, look at this shit. Let's try this out on this guy. Yeah. Not bad, not bad. I just wish, you know, the only problem is with this is I have to be pretty accurate with my shots. That's why I like the Skull Masher, because you can kind of, you know, you don't have to be super accurate with it. Because I suck at sniping. I really do. Oh boy. Mainly just trying to hit, like, the spots, like these spots right here. You know, like the eye is obviously, well, it's still a little tricky to hit, but there we go. Yeah, look at this shit, man. I'm just fucking cruising around. I also feel like there's way too much shit in Borderlands for all the different movements and skills. Yeah, exactly. Simplicity is better. I totally agree. Maybe that makes me sound like a fucking boomer. I don't know. Like, I'm just... But, like, I miss when these games just had simpler fucking mechanics. Look at that, dude. I took this guy out so quick. And there we go. That is the, that's my first Cromrax attempt on this character. Damn. That went really well. Ooh. What do we got here? Ooh, also, I might even be able to get some of the artifacts just from him. Oh, shit. I didn't think about that. Okay. There we go. Yeah, maybe I'll just farm Cromrax for the artifacts. That might be good. They won't let it die. They need to milk it more. I bet they're going to use Handsome Jack. Oh, I know. I fucking hope not. I hope not. Which is kind of funny because, you know, like I have like a username that's like it's Handsome Jack Boy. Like that's my channel name. But like, you know, even though I love Handsome Jack, they gotta let the dude die, man. They gotta let him stay dead. They need to stop bringing him back. It was already excessive with Tales from the Borderlands, but then they brought him back, of course, in 3. And it's just like, dude, come on. I guess, I mean, well, yeah, in 3 he wasn't actually like back, but he was still, you know, they had to make something Handsome Jack related, right? . Use retreat and race around. I've actually kind of tried that before. I wish it was like that was actually like a genuinely good strategy, because I would totally do that, but unfortunately, like there's not really much you can do without just blowing up or flying off the side of the map. It is fun though, just for lulz, but that's about it. You should check out the harder Chromax mod I made at some point. I think you'll enjoy it, dude. Yeah, I think who was it? Fucking what's his name? Shaggy. He's been posting on our Discord like he's been using your mod, using the Iridian overhaul. What's his name? Shagman or something? Sorry, I don't know. Something like that, I think. Probably getting it wrong. But I know he's been using your mod. I actually went and checked out the stream a little bit, and I saw he was like fighting this unique variation of Cromrax that I've never seen before. I don't know if that's what you're talking about, but and like even the minions were like different looking and stuff, and like different names. Yeah, I don't know, guys. There is, you know, it's really fascinating. Look at this. So we have a Defiler and an Equalizer right here, and then over here, right next to each other, we also have another Equalizer and Defiler. Isn't that kind of crazy? Just like right next to each other in two different spots. Yeah, I don't think there's really anything else. Let's see, looking at the class mods here, yeah. Yeah, okay. You mean the giant maggot? What? Is that what it was? I mean, I just saw it for like a second. I just stopped in for a second. But that must have been it. I don't know. I just noticed things were different. I was like, what the fuck is going on with this? Do you not like Borderlands 2 as much as 1? Yeah, I mean, I still do enjoy Borderlands 2 a lot. I have a lot of hours in that game. I just, you know, at some point, I just kind of got burnt out from Borderlands 2, and it just didn't really scratch that itch for me like it used to. And that's just kind of when I just went back to this game and mostly played this ever since. I mean, I still, you know, occasionally will jump back into Borderlands 2 because I still like that game. I just, I don't find it as replayable as, at least nowadays, as this game. I feel like that's kind of a hot take within the Borderlands community, because like a lot of people are obviously all about the second game. The second game is what skyrocketed Borderlands into the mainstream. So let's try this out on this guy. I just want to see. Oh fuck! Damn! Look at that! Look at that shit! Oh, that's so good. Oh god. I was trying to use my grenade because I thought I had the Detrito, but then I realized, like, yeah, I don't have a grenade out. I just have this relic. Oh god! Oh god! I was like, why won't it let me use grenades? Then I realized, like, oh yeah, dumbass. Jesus, there's a lot of these guys. So you're telling me you made a giant fucking craw maggot? Because that's actually kind of terrifying if you did. Like, in a good way. Like, I want to check that out. Oh shit, look at that. Nice. How does this thing go, though? Damn, dude. Just shreds. You missed a Pearl joke incoming. Like, I remember when I, oh god. I think when it was when I first started streaming on my channel back in, like, was it 2013, 2014? I don't remember. And I did that Cromrax farming week thing. I was saying, and I was telling people, like, oh, hey, like, if I miss a pearl, please let me know. And I got so many, like, troll comments, like, that I missed one. And at first I was like, oh god, I really did. But then I realized, like, oh, I'm just being fucking trolled. Let's see, Abe. Hey, HGB, haven't tuned in for a bit. Last time I saw you were looking to upgrade your audio setup. Congrats on the new mic and boom. Hey, thanks, man. Yeah, I did finally upgrade. It's been a long time coming. That old microphone, I knew was going out, or it was going to go out at some point because I've had it for like ever. I don't even know if it was the microphone. It might have been the mixer that I was using. I couldn't tell. But regardless, I just got rid of that shit and I just got a new mic, which I really enjoy. Actually, this microphone is definitely worth it. It's a HyperX. Probably see it up here. I don't know. It's probably backwards for you guys, but the HyperX Quadcast S or something like that. I really enjoy it though. It was just one of the first mics that popped up when I searched, like, yeah, mic with boom stand. It's a little bit on the pricier end, but, you know, I wanted to get something nice. Oh boy. I'm still getting used to it though. Like, it's weird to, like, have to, you know, have to adjust this thing, especially going from, you know, just having the mic on my face where I didn't even have to do anything. You know, I could move around and be fine. Although this does kind of give me a little bit more freedom. Like, I don't have as many wires hanging from me like I did, or I can get just, you know, I still have my earbuds here, but oh, and I just got caught up on that. I was just gonna say, like, I don't get caught up on my wires as much as I just got caught up on it. Oh god. But it's like, it's much easier for me to just take these out and stand up, because before, like, I had to, like, take off the mic and that was just, and put it back on, which I had to put on, like, a very specific way. So that was kind of annoying, and I'm fucking dead because I'm not paying attention. Oh my god, okay. I was totally not expecting to get back up there. I really was not. That guy must have already been almost dead. Or something. Come on. What color of was Chromax when you dropped by? Black or white? I think it was black. Again, I just stopped in for like a quick second, just to see what was going on. Oh boy. Because I was curious. And I was just like, what is going on with Chromax? Like, you must be using some sort of mod or something, because it was kind of like a joke mod though. The minions and stuff had like a silly name. I think Chromax also had a silly name. You probably, I don't know if that's something you made or. Oh yeah, see, that must be it then. It must be it. I think that is that's what I saw. Oh fuck. That's just so awesome, though, that we just are able to, like, edit these maps and just do shit like that now. I mean, I guess we used to be able to, but, like, you had to, you know, load into it as, like, a custom map through Oasis, but now you could just play the game normally and, like, things will be different, which is fucking cool. Like, you don't have to go to some external map, you know? Like you used to have to do. Jesus Christ, man, come on. Again, I just suck at sniping, so I apologize about the bad gameplay. This can't hit shit, man. To be fair, though, it is kind of tricky to hit his spots, especially when he's moving around so much. You kind of gotta, you know, when he turns around and you can't see it, you kind of have to just assume where it's at. Oh, God. Oh, boy. Oh, I should go turn that in, kill Chromax. I mean, it doesn't really matter if I turn it in right now or not, though. As long as it just lets me farm him for a second. Like, Jesus Christ, just die, bitch. Who knows, maybe he'll drop a Skull Masher. That'd be cool. Or an Unforgiven Masher. Although that's much less likely to happen. Oh, fuck. Oh, this is, I think it's first time trying this out. See if it's any good. If this guy's gonna pop up, oh my god! You fucking bitch! Come on! Oh, that's annoying. That's annoying. Like right at the end there too, that fight. Oh, okay. So yeah, I don't know. It must have been white, I guess. I was mainly paying attention to the minions during that when I was there. Again, I was only in like maybe 5 minutes tops. Hopefully legendaries are decreased to somewhere around 75 of them. And 4? How many did 3 have? Didn't 3 have quite a bit? I mean, more legendaries, I don't know, is that a bad thing? I guess it just depends, you know. If it's like quality over quantity. Or quantity over quality, rather, sorry. Out of curiosity, how many hours do you have in Borderlands 3? Did you like it at launch? I don't have a lot of hours in 3, honestly. I played it on the Epic Games Store when it came out, which was a mistake, because I ended up getting it on Steam when it came to Steam, so I basically paid for the game fucking twice, and that was dumb. I mean, at first, I kind of did enjoy Borderlands 3 to an extent, but it was after my first playthrough that I realized, like, this game is really not that good. Like, the gameplay really carried me through the game. It was only after that first playthrough, like when I started especially doing New Game Plus or Playthrough 2, that I was just like, it became kind of a slog. Especially the story and everything just was like really fucking annoying. Because I guess I just wasn't paying attention to the story as much on my first playthrough, so it didn't bother me as much, but... Shit. I still think the gameplay is absolutely fucking awesome though in 3. It's just everything else around it's kind of shit, you know? Well, maybe not everything, but a lot of it is. Come on, get the... Jesus. Really? That should have been it. Some more health. Oh, there's some right there. Oh, that's too risky. Oh, shit. Get away from me. There's one. That's 1. That's 2. That's 3. Oh, God. Oh, shit. That's 5, motherfuckers. I don't know if you guys get that reference, but... But yeah, I think all in all, I probably have like maybe 100 something hours in Borderlands 3. Something like that. I don't know. It's not a lot. It's the game that I've played the least in the series, so. We had 250. That's crazy. That's crazy. Jeez, no wonder they had him fucking. No wonder they were dropping like candy then. God. Playing Flak right now. Nice. If I were to play the game again, I'd probably try Flak. That'll be the next character that I would play. What a bitch. With my first playthrough, I did Zane. Well, my first and only playthrough, I did Zane, which I actually liked Zane. I thought he was pretty fun. Yeah, I did notice the Find Lilith. I think I said that during when I was watching it with you guys. I was like, Find Lilith? Like, what the fuck? So clearly, oh, god damn it. What in the fuck is going on, dude? I like how that first run went so well, and then after that, it's just falling apart. Of course it is. But yeah, that must mean that Lilith is still alive or something? I don't know. That was another thing I was bitching about, was the fact that they're basically still considering Borderlands 3 canon, and they're continuing from the events of that game. So that's annoying. Which probably means that Ava's going to show up somewhere, without a doubt. You know, I mean, obviously there's Borderlands 3 characters that are showing up. Like Zane. I think Zane's in there. Nomura. The giant maggot spits explosive maggots. And they indeed have silly names like a wholesome creature. That's awesome. That's cool, man. Oh boy. Is that the thing you were talking about though? Because you were saying, like, do you have different like Chromrax mods, or is that the one that you were talking about initially? Oh, Jesus, dude, these fucking maggots though. Speaking of the maggots, they really are annoying. I mean, I don't think there's a person in this world who doesn't think the maggots are fucking annoying. I wouldn't have it any other way, though. I mean, that's part of what makes this fight, like, special, though. Oh, shit. Like, it's one of those things, like, even though they're annoying, I wouldn't change it, you know? Oh, God. Oh, God. You're going off to take care. All right, man. You take care as well. Thanks for coming in, Sleep. It was really nice to have you come by. And I'm so fucked again, dude. I need to change some shit up or something. I'm gonna change some shit up. I might try that Altair. See if that might be any better. Ooh, actually, you know, I'm gonna do the criminal. I'm gonna do the criminal and try that out first. What else we got? Let's see. We'll do the wildfire for the green minions. 48 days in Borderlands 2, 40 days in Borderlands 1, 36 days in Borderlands 3. What about pre-sequel? Pre-sequel. I still think pre-sequel is just so underrated, man. I freaking love pre-sequel. A lot of people just jump on the hate train with that game. And I'm still like I'm acknowledging the fact. I'm gonna get rid of these. I'm acknowledging the fact that like the game does have issues, but I still think it's a fantastic game. I really gotta go through my shit here, man. So I just need a different shock. I'll try a different shock weapon here. Triple Bastion. That might be a bad idea though. There's the superconductor. Yeah, maybe we'll try that. I don't know how well that will work on those guys. We'll try it out though. Trying to understand what the silos are? Huh? What are you talking about? Pre-sequel 25 hours? Ah, dude. Come on. You should play more of that. I need to get back to pre-sequel. That's actually one of the things I've been talking about for a while, is that been thinking about doing another playthrough like on stream of that game. Or a playthrough. I've never actually done a playthrough on stream of it before, which is part of why I wanna do that. Yeah, the end game is lacking, but I still think it's fun, you know. And I think there's a lot of cool mods for a pre-sequel that would spruce it up as well. For me, I just love playing through the game again with different characters as well, though, because I think the characters in pre-sequel are like the best in the series. Cold Look Game Therapy. Hey, what's up? How are you doing? What do you think of the Borderlands announcements? I've been talking about it, and I don't know. I'm pretty mixed. I'm overall just pretty mixed on it. Oh shit. I'm not really 100% sure what to think. I'm still trying to kind of figure that out. I'm trying to piece that together. I still feel like I just need to see more, you know, before I really can honestly say much else. At least just like how I feel about the game so far. Like, I did watch that state of play on stream yesterday, and you know, I've been talking about that, but I still just kind of feel like about it so far. Pre-sequel looks like a fucking perfect masterpiece. I know it does. I think a lot of people have kind of cut the game some slack ever since 3 came out. Let's be honest. I think more people are starting to appreciate pre-sequel. Not as much as like I wish they would, but like there's definitely been more like people interested in pre-sequel. Funnily enough, I think yeah, I think it was my how to level up fast in pre-sequel video. That's like my most popular video on my channel, something like that. I've actually got 2 of those now, but those 2 videos are like doing really well. They've done really well. Yeah, this seems to be better just because I'm able to like spray and pray and I don't have to be so accurate with my shots. I can focus a little bit more on surviving, you know. It's Josh, by the way. Josh Bush. Oh, dude, really? Really? Oh my god, man. Wow. How long has it even been? I didn't even know you followed me on here. That's awesome. How have you been? Oh, shit. How many hours do you have in Borderlands 2? I don't know. Like, it's definitely like over 1,000, I think, on Steam. That's not including the Xbox though. Like my playtime on the Xbox. It's quite a bit though. The silos in Borderlands 4. Was that the thing at the beginning of the gameplay demonstration where like that thing shot up into the sky and then they like launched up, like they grappled onto it and flew up into the air? Is that what you're talking about? I can't remember. Didn't they talk about it? I don't remember what they said though. Is it just like used for a way to get around quicker? Like, I don't understand it either. I'd have to go back and watch, pay more attention to that part. You're big bros. I hope you've been doing well, man. Oh shit. Damn it. Really? Let's see how this fares. Probably not gonna do. Oh, what? It's not even doing anything. What the hell? Well, now it is ish. Ah, okay, that was a mistake using that. I don't know why it wasn't doing anything. Weird. Also, I know I probably should sell those, but I'm clearly not hurting for money right now. Once you get past a certain point in this game, like, money just becomes irrelevant, you know? Yeah, we gotta switch that out for something else. Dude, how's Steve doing as well? Steve Bush. I've been seeing him. I think I got you. Yeah, I got you guys on Steam. I think. I've been seeing him play. What has he been playing? I mean, he kind of you know, alternates between stuff. But yeah, I think he's been playing that Oblivion remaster. Have you been checking that out? Let's see. Quick draw. You know, why not? We'll try that out. Why not? Doesn't hurt. Ooh, I really need to get ammo. That's the problem about using this thing, though, is is the ammo consumption. And the fact that this character doesn't really have. Well, actually, now that I think about it, hold on, let me check something. I think I might have a class mod. Was it this one? No, I swear Mordecai does have something, like a class mod, that gives him ammo regen. Maybe I just don't have it right now. Do I have that grenade mod? Oh, I do. I do. Okay, but then that means I have to change it out for the haste artifact. I don't really want to do that. I don't really want to do that. How long have I even been going for here? Let me check. I wish... Does it even say on OBS? Oh, it does. Hour 12 minutes. I just now saw that. But doing good. I just started my small YouTube channel, having fun messing around. Enjoyed the previous Borderlands, looking forward to the next one. Saw you live and wanted to check your thoughts. Nice. Yeah, I don't know. Like, I also did enjoy Borderlands 3 to an extent. I thought the gameplay was a lot of fun. I just wasn't, you know, super big on like the story and stuff. So I'm just hoping this game, you know, fixes that a little bit. I mean, it might be kind of shocking to hear that I'm not actually as excited about it. You know, you'd think I would be. But... I'm glad you're doing good though, man. That's great to hear. It's really cool to see you, by the way, in the chat. Fuck. Also, I have to check out your YouTube channel. Like, what kind of content do you do? Should I play the DLC first to over level, then the main story? In this game? Are you talking Borderlands 1? I mean, you could do that. I personally would just go through the main story and then do the DLC just because... I don't know, I don't personally like being over-leveled. Makes things a little too easy, but if that's what you want to do, like, sure. You know, you are able to kind of like speed through that. Because I honestly, like, I'm not the biggest fan of having to do the, you know, all the content, like the DLC on both the first and second playthroughs, so... I guess on the first playthrough I'd probably do that just so I can get through the DLC quickly, and then like on the second playthrough that's when I'd really sit down and enjoy it, you know. Like what I did here was I got to playthrough 2.5 where everything scaled, and then that's when I went through and did the DLC. What the fuck? Okay. Oh boy, yeah, and I didn't switch this out! What am I doing? What am I doing? I forgot to switch that out. Me and Steve. Let's see. You have a lot of games, perhaps too many. Yeah, dude, same. Actually, same. I'm with you on that. I've been trying to make a better effort of actually finishing games that I buy, but I just have the biggest backlogs, especially on Steam, that I don't think I'll ever be able to finish. Like, I don't think I'll ever be able to get through. Oblivion is on your playlist, dude. The Oblivion remaster is actually surprisingly good. Like, I didn't really know what to think going into it, like when they first announced it, but playing it, because I've been playing it on the Game Pass, and it's actually really good. I've had a few issues, like some crashes and stuff, really annoying crashes. But I think that's actually my save, because my girlfriend didn't have those crashes. Again, the first Oblivion gate. I talked about this on stream a few days ago, but like it was almost unplayable for me. Like I thought I was gonna have to start over. So I think either my saved is like weird, or I don't know. But thankfully it hasn't happened since. But yeah, you should definitely check it out, man. It's awesome. One of these days, I'd like to get it on PC. Also, let's change this out before I forget. Let's do the Barracuda. That might be pretty good. I apologize for the lackluster Cromrax gameplay there, guys. It's just... I don't know. That's just how it be today, I guess. Sometimes I do well with Cromrax, sometimes I don't. To be fair, I'm also just kind of experimenting on this character. This is the first time even really farming Cromrax on this character, so... Can't be too harsh on me. I always wonder what Yodi Slay would think about these new Borderlands titles. Yeah, me too. I feel like he'd probably like them. Probably wouldn't be as picky and weird about them as me, but dude, the fire rate on this is atrocious though. What is the fire rate? 5.4? That is awful. It is shocking because you might be the go-to guy and the biggest Borderlands fan. I've seen... I always thought you looked like Handsome Jack. Did I look like Handsome Jack? Yeah. I get that quite a bit. Yeah, I know. I don't know, man. Like, as I've gotten older, I've just kind of, like, had some different, like... different outlook on things, you know what I mean? Like, once upon a time, I probably would have been, like, really excited and stuff, but... I don't know. I'm also just, like, you know, I'm kind of... I've got just some different takes on the series anyway. Like, I'm such a big fan of the first game, and that's kind of, like, not... That's a bit of a weird take, you know, because a lot of people are huge fans of, like, the second game, more than the first. Oh boy. Like, again, I was saying earlier, like, the second game is what skyrocketed the series into the way it is, or where it is now. And I'm over here just sticking with the first game, mainly. Let's see. Yeah, I'd like to think that as well. Sprinkles. Oh shit! I thought I was gonna crash there. Game just froze for a split second, and I'm out of ammo because I didn't buy ammo. This is going well, isn't it? You know what? I'm gonna try out. Where's that? Where is that at? I'm gonna try that out. The where's the sniper rifles? I'll tell you. I'm gonna try that real quick. Ah! Oh, thought I was going down right there. Oh, dude, you're still grinding for that shiny in Pokemon? Damn, dude. What is the like chances? Like, what are the odds of actually getting that thing to spawn? I feel like you really gotta have patience for shiny farming in those games, man. Like, I want to do it. Like, I want to try it out, but like, I don't know if I have the patience these days for it. Even farming in like Borderlands can sometimes be a little bit, you know, the patience tester for me nowadays as I've gotten older. Okay. Nice, there we go. But yeah, Josh, I don't know if you're still here, man, but we should all like get together and like play something one of these days. That'd be cool. Oh boy. Okay, never mind. I thought there was another weak pile right here. I would have been mad. Cause I hate when the piles interconnect, like intertwine. Makes it a lot harder to look through it. Let's see, restream. Congratulations, you received 100 messages today. Nice. I'm so glad I started using restream again, by the way. I totally recommend that to anybody out there who wants to start streaming. Just use restream. It you know, gets you out there more. Especially if you're like me and you have two different channels that you've been like getting followers on and you just want to like do both at the same time. It's so nice. Dude, that Hellfire though, oh my god. I'm just now realizing. That is pretty decent. I'll take it. Ah, another explosive artifact. What? I probably should go start grinding for those proficiencies though. I'm gonna do that. I think, or maybe I'll do more Cromrax. I don't know. I might just do more Cromrax for the rest of the stream. I just really want to get to work on those proficiencies because that's not really going to be super fun to do. Shouldn't take too long though, I think. Like, God, I can't really, you know, that little effect that's going on. I think it's from the shield. It's kind of distracting, honestly. It's hard for me to look through this with that going. Might need to unequip it. Yeah, I'm not really seeing this. I'm saying that like I'm not seeing much. There probably is like something really good in here that I'm just not picking up on. Ooh, that Helix rocket launcher though. That's cool. That's cool. I'm gonna take that. I don't know if it's any good, but it looks fucking awesome. Where'd that go? Take that. I'm also not sure with Borderlands 4, like, you know, how they're taking out Hyperion and Dahl, like those two manufacturers. I don't know if there's any other manufacturers they're removing. Atlas, I think, as well is not coming back again. I mean, the new manufacturers do look pretty cool, but it just sucks that they're taking out other ones, you know, in the process. Like, you know, they're not just adding new ones on there and keeping the old ones. Like, they're taking some out and then replacing them with other ones. I'm not really sure how to feel about that. But it is nice that they are adding new manufacturers, because I think that's something that they need to do to keep things more interesting. You know, there's only so much you can really do with the same manufacturers anyway. That was another thing I liked in the Borderlands 4 trailer, though, is the part system. That seems to be really nice. Like, I think the gimmicks, you know, they're taking the gimmicks from like 2 and 3, and they're basically like making it so you can get several different gimmicks on one weapon. So like you can have like explosive shots from like Torg paired with like the rapid fire of like a Vladoff, you know, which is awesome. Stuff like that, I think. I think it's cool that you know what you like. I think it's awesome that you continue to play and make great content. Hey, I appreciate it, man. I appreciate it. Again, I had no idea like that you were even following me on here. How long have you been around? I know my content has changed drastically, you know, over the years, because I've basically grown up alongside my channel. I think the last time we've even seen each other was like when I was a kid. Like, it's been so long. Like, I'm like an adult now. It's like, damn. I just bought some Prismatic Evolutions expensive packs for the kids. We had fun opening them. I guess one of them is worth $35. Damn. Is that's I'm assuming that's like one of the like that's a Pokemon pack or something? I still have all my old Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh cards from when I was a kid. And there's some pretty I think I've got a few rare ones in there. I've actually got a Blue Eyes White Dragon, a Yu-Gi-Oh card, which is really rare, but and it's like it's the rare one, but unfortunately the condition of it is really not good. It's bad. But I still got the card, you know. I just don't think it would really be worth much because of the condition. All right, I'm not messing around here. Come on. Oh my god, I forgot the fire rate on this thing was abysmal. Okay. What else do we got? Oh, dude, the Cassiopeia. What am I doing? The Cassiopeia is like the perfect weapon on the maggots. All right. Yeah, the Altair I just think is gonna be the better option here. Because this thing, what's nice about it is it's basically like the Skull Masher light. You know, it doesn't shoot as many projectiles as the Skull Masher, but it does shoot multiple. Like, I think 3? Let me check. Yeah, 3. The Headbanger, though, that I was using, I think shot 2, though. But still, the more projectiles, the better. At least for me. Because, again, I suck at sniping. I remember he put your gameplay and drop in his ogre video. Oh, I remember that, dude. That was such a cool moment for me. Yeah, I didn't think he was gonna do that too. That was awesome. You had all your catchphrases, yeah. Like, you could tell my channel was like heavily, I mean, I even put that in my intro that it was like heavily inspired by him, but you can also tell with just like the way I like said stuff and some of my catchphrases or whatever. Yeah, Yuri Slayer basically, like, without him, like, my channel wouldn't probably exist, you know? Oh, shit. And it was cool, too, because he also kind of helped boost my channel as well. Which is awesome. I don't know how common that is for, like, a bigger YouTuber to, like, boost a smaller channel like that, but... he went out of his way to do that and, like, shout me out and stuff. Which I don't think you really see a lot of that with bigger creators. I don't know, I could be wrong. Like, there's probably more of that going on behind the scenes than I realize, but I don't know. I just thought that was really awesome. You use Restream as well, allows me to stream to Twitch and YouTube at the same time. See, that's what I've been doing. I'm also live on Twitch right now as well. I'm having a hard time growing the Twitch channel. Yeah, like I totally get that. I'm still, you know, I've been at this for a while and I'm still slowly just, you know, for me, I think the main issue is just getting into a schedule, getting into a rhythm. You know, that's my biggest problem. I think I'd have maybe a lot more success if I was streaming more frequently, and that's what I'm gonna actually try to start doing more, like this weekend. I'm hoping to get like one more stream in this weekend. Oh shit. Whoa. Hold on. Also, the fire rate on this as well. What is with the fire rate on these weapons? This thing is not even it's not even burst. That's... oh, I hate single shot combat rifles in this game. Man, I just can't catch a break with these weapons, can I? And I'm out of ammo for that. Let's see, do I have ammo for this? Hopefully I do. This has been like really sloppy Cromrax farming, but oh well. Oh man, dude, that's crazy. That is crazy. Man. Cause yeah, you've been friends with like Tristan and Ty for like a long time, haven't you? I think you guys like grew up together. Yeah, we should totally do that and get Steve involved. That'd be awesome, man. I am interested in that new Elden Ring co-op game, actually. Yeah, I am. I love Elden Ring. I love anything FromSoft, and I'm still like, you know, not sure what to think about this new co-op game because it's like different from their normal stuff, but I am definitely willing to check it out. I probably will get that. Are you guys gonna get that? Okay, this guy just needs to go down. Just gotta make sure I don't. Yeah, I gotta bring him over here a little bit more though, because I don't want him to die in that spot. Because again, the worst thing to have happen here, like my pet peeve with fighting Cromrax is like when you kill him and he drops his stuff in an already existing pile of stuff. It's so annoying because it's like searching through all that is tedious, way more tedious than it needs to be. All right, get over here. My personal favorite line of yours, when you call damage freak bags. You know, I actually got that from Call of Duty Zombies. Because I think, was it Dempsey that calls the zombies freak bags? Freak bags. Man, I need to boot up some Call of Duty Zombies, man. Like some Black Ops 1. Oh shit, or Black Ops 2. Get over here. Let's see how effective this is. This is gonna really put this to the test. Oh, Oh man, that was so close. Thought I was a goner that time. I think you were watching your oldest brother play games, and he must have liked something and swore. I mean, it makes sense I don't remember that because I was like really young, but that's so funny. They always told me that I would play GoldenEye when I was like only, I don't even know, like 3 or something. I don't know. Like I started playing GoldenEye when I was like super young. Just started shooting people in GoldenEye at such a young age. Man, those were the days. Alright, what do we got here? Thanatos. That's actually kind of decent, I think. I'm gonna take that. Volcano. Another equalizer, I'm not surprised there. Come on, something good, something good. It'd be sick if we get a Pearl, especially a Bessie. Imagine a Bessie on Mordecai. Oh my god, that'd be so perfect. I hate it when these little lines intertwine like that and it looks like something else. Like, doesn't that look like a fucking a pearlescent from this angle? I hate that. Like, that's something that will always trick me with this game, no matter how many hours I put into it. Like, that'll happen once in a while. Yeah, I'm not really... Ooh, Protector. Take that. I mean, I gotta start, like, collecting some of these vanilla legendaries anyway. I gotta remember I don't have a lot of these. Even if they're, like, not the best. I mean, some of these I'm not gonna pick up, like, yeah, that I know are definitely not good. Ooh, that Stinger, though. Volcano. I think that's okay. I'll take it. So I can find something better. Yeah, that's probably... I think that's it for that drop. Not the best drops, but you know what's nice about this? Oh, somebody with the follow on Twitch. Whoever that was, I appreciate it. That's what's nice about, you know, freshly getting to max level and like starting to you know, to farm Cromrax in the armory for the first time, is that like a lot of the stuff I just don't have. So, you know, whereas like on my Roland, for example, like I have all that stuff already, and like, you know, so it makes a lot of it more relevant, you know. Oh, was it you, Josh? Nice. I appreciate the follow, man. Yeah, we definitely should. We definitely should. You should also hit up Steve as well. Hey, Zeus Woos, what are you doing? What you up to, man? How you doing? Let's see. How long have I been going for? 37 minutes. You know what? I'm gonna go do like one armory run. Why not? We'll do one armory run, turn this mission in. I think we'll wrap it up from there. It was fun finally getting to do a little bit of Cromrax on this character, though, even if I kind of sucked. But you know, I'm still just, again, I'm still trying to figure out Mordecai, and like, I don't really have the best gear for Cromrax either, arguably. Just kind of my experiment phase right now. You know what? I don't know. Actually, yeah, that's fine. For some reason, I thought I needed to save and quit, but no, I'm going over here. I'm going to the armory. Oh god, they're gonna... Oh! That was close. Thought they were gonna blow me up there. But yeah, if you guys are following me on YouTube and you haven't followed me on Twitch, you should definitely do that. That reminds me. And vice versa. If you're following me on Twitch, you should follow me on YouTube. I'm just trying to get like everybody who's interested in the streams kind of all in one place as well. You know, eventually I would like to just stick to one platform, but also in case I ever stop using Restream for whatever reason, like I was before, like I want everybody to still know that I'm still streaming, because there's like people that were stuck on Twitch who just didn't even know I was still streaming, which I feel bad about. So I don't really want that to happen again either. You know, I want everybody to be in the loop, so to speak. May as well stop at Ajax as well and get, you know, see if I can get the Ajax Ogre. Worth a shot, even if the chance is very, very slim. I think that has happened once before on stream, or twice. Can't remember. I know it's definitely happened once. As I was going over here, I got the Ajax Ogre. Pretty sure there's a clip of that online somewhere. What platform do you prefer currently? Like I say, mine's gotten bigger through YouTube. Yeah, honestly, I might even say YouTube is better. To be honest, I prefer certain aspects of Twitch, but I think YouTube probably, like, if you're starting out, is the better platform for sure. And I would honestly, like, if I didn't have Twitch to worry about, like if I didn't already build up a big community on Twitch, I wouldn't even bother with Twitch. Probably, I would just do YouTube exclusively. So that's what I would do, but I feel like you know, Restream just helps to get more traction too. You know what I mean? That's another good reason to use it, because you're out there on more platforms, so more people are able to see you. Even if like you get more traction on one thing, like right now, I'm not getting as many people. You know, more people watch me on YouTube than on Twitch, but I still get the odd somebody that comes in. You know. Okay. Dude, this is the thing with Ajax, man. It's freaking minions. They're always... They're the problem. Every time. Like, just trying to get to Ajax is tricky. Because Ajax by himself, you know, I've said this before, Ajax by himself is not an issue. Man, this thing is not just... Oh my god. There we go. I was wondering why it wasn't applying dots. Wait a second. Is this thing also explosive? Why is the wildfire doing explosive damage as well? That's... I thought it was only fire. What the fuck? That's interesting. Weird. Let's see. Banshees. I always lurk here, but I think the in-game audio is too low. You think so? Oh, you know, I realize I don't have the music up. I can bring it up to there. I forgot to turn the music up from yesterday, damn it. Sorry about that, guys. But I just turned everything up a little bit more than normal, so if it... Let me know if it's too loud, because I just never like when the game volume is overpowering my voice. But yeah, let me know if that's good. That sounds good. But Josh, I don't know if you're still here, man. But is there any games you're looking forward to this year that are coming out? Like for me, I'm looking forward to, you know, there's the Elden Ring Night Rain, but I'm also looking forward to Doom this month. Actually, yeah, it just barely turned May. I'm so excited, man. Doom: The Dark Ages looks fucking awesome. I feel like it's a little loud now. Maybe it's. I feel like it's a little loud. Hold on, I'm gonna turn it down. At least for me, it's a little loud. I don't know. It's probably different for you guys, because I have my own volume set differently to what you're hearing. If that was good for you, though, let me know, because I could leave it up to that, at that level. This thing is just obliterating these guys. Wow. I don't even know why I'm killing these guys, honestly. I'm not even using the vials right now, so there's really no reason. Doom looks so damn good. It really does. I'm so excited, man. I loved Eternal. I loved Doom 2016. I'm just such a big Doom fan. I recently just played through the 1 and 2 remaster from Night Dive, which was a lot of fun. And then I also played through Doom 3 again. I just love all of them. Yeah, Eternal is tough, man. Like I was saying yesterday, like somebody came in here and was like, "Oh man, like," because I streamed my first playthrough of Eternal, and just recently somebody came in and were like, "Oh yeah, dude, like you should stream the new Doom, but like on when you were playing through Eternal, like you kind of sucked." I was like, to be fair, I mean, I was, that game is hard. I was also playing on like the hard difficulty, which is no joke. Even that game on normal difficulty is actually kind of tough, especially the DLCs. Oh my god, the DLCs are no joke, man. I just recently played through the DLCs like last year for the first time, and they kicked my ass on normal. Playing on normal. Like I can't imagine playing on like Ultra Nightmare or whatever it is. Eventually I'd love to do that, but like it just, man, you just gotta. There's so many mechanics in in Eternal, like you have to worry about. You have the flame belt, you have your grenade ability, you have your like blood punch, the chainsaw. There's so many like things you gotta kind of like. There's a lot of multitasking, and that's something I kind of struggle with is multitasking anyway. So. Oh yeah, I do have the neutrino, so I don't even have to fight this guy. Good.
Yeah, who's got the air? That's right.
Yeah, I played for my first playthrough on stream. I played on hard, and then I just did a playthrough last year. I played through it on normal, including the DLC. Because I just wanted to see what the game was like on just like normal. You know what I mean? And I heard the DLC was hard, so I was like, maybe I should just stick with that. Because it basically had been like a long time since I even did that first playthrough anyway, so it felt like I was playing through it for the first time again. And I just didn't want to have to worry too much about like, I mean, I usually love playing games for the challenge, but I'm like bringing it up on higher difficulties. But like I was like, I'm gonna sit back and just kill some demons, not worry about it too much. You're listening to the stream while playing Borderlands 3, nice. And you said you're playing, was it Flak, right? Is that your first time playing Flak, or? Yeah, if I were to ever go back to Borderlands 3, that would be my next character, I think. I like his action skills and like how he can summon. I like any characters that can like summon like minions. Other than Gage. Well, I do like Death Trap with Gage, but I'm not a big fan of like some of her other skills that she has. It's not really Death Trap that bothers me, it's just her skill trees, like some of the things that she has in her skill trees. Just not my style, Playing through that remaster as well. It's class. It reminds me of a mod called Brutal Doom. Oh, dude. I actually just installed Brutal Doom again. I played that back when it came out, but I just installed that. I want to check out more Doom mods like it. You know, there's a lot of other cool Doom mods besides, I think, Brutal Doom. What I like about the 1 and 2 remaster though is it also kind of has like its own mod support. It's limited, you know. It doesn't have stuff like Brutal Doom, but it does have a bunch of cool campaigns, like Sigil 2, which I think didn't they just put Sigil 2 as part of the actual game? Like I think they officially put that in the remaster with the last update. I'm pretty sure. I haven't checked out either Sigil campaign, but I want to do that. I did. Like, so far I played through Doom 1 and all the expansions, Doom 2, all the, well, like the final Doom missions or whatever. I mean, I guess did Doom 1 only have, like, it only had that, I think, one extra campaign. I don't know if it really had any other expansions. And Doom 2, I think, was it just Final Doom? I don't know, but I played through all that, and I left off going through like the new campaign that came with the remaster. Something Rust. I don't remember the name of the campaign. I just know it had like Rust in the title. If you guys can tell me, that'd be great, because I don't remember off the top of my head. Legacy of Rust. I think that's what it was. Legacy of Rust. I've been playing through that, and I enjoyed like the first act. But that I got to the second act, and I just cannot even get past the first level. It's really tough. But I really enjoyed like just the first bit of it. It's really fun. And as for Final Doom, at least I think that's, or is it the master levels for Doom 2? What is it? I think it's that. I can't remember what it's called. I might be getting them mixed up. I think it's the master levels for Doom 2. When I played through that, like there was some of the maps I hated, but some of them I actually kind of liked. There's some good maps in there. Some people don't like the Shadow Tower or something like that. Oh, the Black Tower. Was it the Black Tower? I actually kind of like that level. It's really hard. But I thought that one was pretty fun. I like the way it's designed as well, like you're scaling the tower, and it really feels like you are. It was really cool. I'm pretty sure there's a Doom 3 mod that I need to check out. I think it's called Doom 3 Phobos. I heard that's really good. I don't know if anybody here's played through it, but I want to check that out one of these days. Even the dogs. Oh, like everything in Doom shoots at you. Doom Eternal, yeah. Enough aim assist for extra difficulty, damn, dude. I love Eternal. It's definitely like different from 2016, but I like it. I know some people don't like it, but I like the more kind of arcadiness that Eternal brings to the table. You know, even if it's like more difficult for me, but I thought it was fun. And man, that soundtrack, just like with 2016, dude. Mick Gordon is just a musical genius. I should actually unequip that. That effect is starting to annoy me. It's just a shame that he's not going to be. I don't think he's doing the soundtrack for the new one. Like I remember hearing about that that drama that happened. I don't even remember exactly what it was, but they essentially, like, I think booted him off the team, or he left, something like that. There was something that happened, but And I'm pretty sure people were like bashing on him for a while. They were trying to pin the blame on him, and then he eventually came out, made his own statement, and he was like, defending himself, and like, everybody sided with him. It turned out to be like one of the guys at id Software just being a complete piece of shit or something towards him. Something like that. I don't remember the whole thing, but I just remember he was treated unfairly. Kind of reminds me of Marty O'Donnell from the Halo games, who also was a musical genius, man. I think he was also treated unfairly as well. I'm getting quite a few good stingers, though. Damn. Playing as Flak, not first, but been a couple years using the Becca right now. Oh, the Becca's in 3? See, I don't even know like half the legendaries and like unique items in 3, I feel like. Because apparently there's like 230. I didn't even know. That's insane. Yeah, the Becca was actually like one of the few decent pearls in Borderlands 2. Let's hope they bring pearls back as well. That's something I really want them to do. It's like, why haven't they done that? And also make pearls like really, really good and really rare, like they should be. And I wouldn't say they have to be like stupidly overpowered or anything like that. Just like better than the legend, a lot of the legendaries that you can get, at least, And just make them have like cool effects and just feel special, look special, Because like not only does it, the drop rates matter, but like just the actual like effect of the weapon, the looks of the weapon, the feel of it, everything that makes it feel special, which it is. It should be special. It's a pearlescent. I'm trying to figure out how to play Borderlands 4 with, let's see, what? I'm trying to figure out how Borderlands 4 will let you play with friends on different difficulties. I swear Borderlands 3 had a similar system. Am I crazy? I swear. Or maybe it was just the fact that like maybe it wasn't difficulty related. Maybe it was just the fact that Borderlands 3 had instanced loot drops, or that you can like turn that on, so you don't have to like fight for. You don't all have to like fight for something that drops. Like you all kind of get your own drops. I think that's what Borderlands 3 introduced. Kind of like an optional thing you can turn on. Another Hellfire. You can get one per character though. What are we talking about? You're not talking about the Becca, are you? Or let's see. As much as I love Doom, the dream would be a revamp of Quake, similar to Doom 2016, Wolfenstein: The New Order. I know, like, where is the new Quake reboot? Like, where is it? Why haven't they done that? I think they've been making like Quake multiplayer games, which I don't really. I mean, that's cool, but like, they need to make like a good Quake single player experience. Oh, dude, look at that Cyclops. Take it. Speaking of Wolfenstein, I hope they bring Wolfenstein back as well. I loved the new Wolfenstein games, man. New Order, Old Bloods, New Colossus. New Colossus wasn't as good, but I still enjoyed it. Ooh, friendly fire. I mean, I didn't play Youngblood. I know that one, like, I heard that one kind of sucked, but... I just love machine games, man. I mean, they you know, you look at what they did with the Indiana Jones game, Indiana Jones and the Great Circle, and like they knocked it out of the park with that. I just think they had one little fuck up with Youngblood. And again, I guess it depends on what you think of New Colossus. I mean, I still really like New Colossus, not as much as the two that came before it though. Also, who here has played Wolfenstein 2? Was it 2009? 2009? Ah, shit. Who was it made by? Was it Raven Software or something? I can't remember. I loved that game though. I still have it on Steam. They don't have it on Steam anymore. I'm lucky to actually own it on Steam, or had gotten it before they delisted it. But yeah, I loved that. I love that Wolfenstein game. They acknowledged a lot of Borderlands 3 legendaries were so bad. Yeah. Thank goodness. Thank goodness. Like that alone, and just the fact that they're like they acknowledge the fact that the legendaries need to be rare, like they used to be. Like that's a good sign. That gives me a little bit more hope. Just a little bit. You had Wolfenstein 2009. Yeah, I don't know if I'm not sure if that game has aged very well. Like if I went back and played it now, but I just remember like when I played it around when it came out, like it was so fun, man. I miss is it Raven Software? Is that who developed it? Is that the name of the company? I think eventually they merged with like Infinity Ward or Activision or something. Like Activision bought them out. I can't remember. Took them under their wing, which is a shame because they made some really good games, man. Like Quake 4, actually. Quake 4. Speaking of Quake, I think they did Quake 4. I recently played that. I think it was the end of last year, or was it the beginning of this year? I don't remember. I think it might have been the beginning of this year. I recently played that though, and like for the first time, and I had fun with that one. It's basically Doom 3 but Quake, which in my opinion is a good thing because I love Doom 3. And I'm honestly like, I talk about Quake like, I'm a huge fan of Quake, but I've never been the biggest fan of Quake. I've never really played the first two games that much, or first three. I think 3 was like a multiplayer one though, wasn't it? So Quake 4 really is the only time I've like delved super into Quake at all. But even still, like I would love to see them bring that series back. Because I wasn't, honestly, I wasn't into Wolfenstein much either until they rebooted it, and that got me a lot more interested in the series. Doom, however, though, I've always been into Doom, even like the classic Doom games. Marathon Trilogy is free on Steam. Oh, really? Marathon. I'll have to check that out. Well, that's a good heads up for anybody else who wants to get that as well. Thanks for the heads up, Panamaniacs. Appreciate it. Yo, I wish I had the Steam version before the delist, but I found it on disc one day. It's pretty fun. Nice. There's a couple. Speaking of like delisted Steam games, one that I wish I had was Marvel. Let's see, what was it? Marvel Ultimate Alliance? Is that what it's called? Like they brought it to Steam, and then they delisted it at some point because I think due to copyright. I can't remember, but if you still had it, obviously you still play it. I wish I would have been able to get that before they delisted it. I think there's a couple other games that that I missed out on as well, which is really annoying. I hate that. Like, I understand, obviously, like, them doing it, but it's still just stupid. I don't know. I'm sure there's other games in my library that are delisted from Steam. Like, I'm pretty positive. I just can't really remember them off the top of my head, but I think Stubbs the Zombie used to be delisted, but then they actually kind of like remastered that game, which was really a welcome surprise. I was not expecting that. Shit, what was that game? I do, now that I think about it, I actually know another one that I have that's delisted. Where is that? It starts with a P. Hold on. I actually kind of wanted to play it again too. Like, I remember it being really fun. I'm not sure if any of you guys even know what it is, because it's kind of like, I think it's kind of obscure, especially at this point. Where the freak is it? What was it called? Sorry, I just have so many games on Steam. It's like, looking through them is like kind of a challenge. Like if I'm looking for something specific. What if I try to like search it? Oh, here we go. Section 8. Prejudice. Have you guys ever heard of that? That's delisted from Steam, I believe. Yep. Like, you can still, like, I can still look at it on the Steam store, but it says that you can't currently get it on Steam anymore. Yeah, this game, I remember being really like Halo. It's very like Halo inspired, I think. Even if you look at the screenshots. Halo kind of mixed with Crisis. 007 Legends, Deadpool. Ah, dude, I wish I had those too. Is Quantum of Solace on? Is that delisted? Because I have that one. Why is it? Is it delisted? Can I not even search it? Oh shit! I think it is. Yeah. Was it another one actually, now I think about it, is was it Monday Night Combat? Monday Night Combat? Or is that one still, can you still get that one? Oh, I think you can still get that one. Yeah, you can still get that one. That's a fun little game if you guys haven't played that. Quantum of Solace. Let's see here. Yeah, you try to go to the Steam store on it, it just doesn't even exist. Wow. That's a fun little game, by the way. Did you know it was made by Treyarch? Kind of cool. You can definitely tell when you play it. Feels very Call of Duty. I do have Quantum of Solace on Steam. But yeah, I wish I had Ultimate Alliance. I'm so pissed I missed out on that. Borderlands 4 reminds me of Halo and Destiny. It does. And I'm not sure how to feel about that. I'm not sure how I feel about it. What are your thoughts on Borderlands 4? Again, it's still too early for me to say. I checked out that state of play yesterday, and I think were you there for that? I can't remember. I know you came into the stream. Was it later in the stream? I can't remember. But yeah, I'm mixed. There was some cool shit in the trailer, but there was also things I just didn't like. So I'm still kind of waiting. I'm waiting to see more. But as of right now, I'm not like that excited or anything. You know, I'm kind of like eh. What about you guys? What about you, King of Diamonds? Delisted games on the top of my head. I have Dirt 2, Lost Planet 2. I also have Lost Planet 2. That's delisted? Are you kidding me? Oh, I love Lost Planet 2, man. That's delisted? I actually just played that a couple years ago. I wanted to go through it because I played through the first game again, Extreme Condition. Is this really delisted? Message from Capcom. We are aware of an issue that some customers may be experiencing during the game installation, which is related to games for Windows Live. We were talking about that yesterday, weren't we? Oh, shit. Man, I just played it too like a couple years ago. I don't remember having issues with that. Interesting. But they just delisted it? They couldn't even bother taking that off? Come on, man. That's stupid. We need Lost Planet remasters. That'd be awesome. George, yes, I do remember that. I do know that's your Twitch. The King of Diamonds is your Twitch username. How are you doing, man? You had to pirate the Deadpool game. Yeah. And, you know, that's perfectly valid. I mean, if you can't really get it anymore, you know? Like, what else are you going to do? You know what I'm really hoping for, guys? Is, did I even finish looting the armory? Oh, sorry about that. Did I? Hold on, let me see. Did I go up here? I think I did. I think I did finish looting. Ah, fuck. But you know what I really want to see? I really want to see Condemned being remastered, the Condemned games, and Condemned, or at least Condemned 2 being ported to PC. Condemned 1 is on PC. I love those games. I actually really want to play through the first game again. Who here has played through the Condemned games? Fucking love those games, man. And I'm actually really thinking Night Dive might end up remastering them. Because they've actually been playing through... I'm not sure if they've been playing through the second one, but they've been playing through the first one on like their stream. So that kind of gives me hope. It gives me hope that they might do something there with Condemned. Again, at least bring the second game to PC, please. I actually like the second game. I know it's not as good as the first, but I love the second game. It has some really fucking cool ass shit in it, man. Like, I'll never forget the bear chase scene. The bear chase, man. Oh, dude. Shit's iconic. Oh, dude, Panamaniacs, you should definitely play Condemned. If you're into horror games at all, you got to check out Condemned. You got to do yourself a favor and play that. It's on Steam, the first one. And I don't know how well it runs now. Hopefully it runs okay. Without issue. It might have problems. I have no idea, but... Oh, dude, it's so good. It's so good. George, I've only beaten the first one. You do have the second one. I do too. I do have the second one on 360. And I've arguably played the second one a lot more. I don't know. Maybe I do prefer the second one more. I just know that the first one's grown on me a lot more since I've gotten older and like replayed it. Because when I was young, I honestly struggled to even get far in the first one just because I found it to be more difficult. Because like the second game, I remember one of the things that I struggle with the first one is that when you blocked, it was like kind of more like a parry, and that you don't get to hold the block down. Like it only kind of blocks for like a split second. So you'd have to like time the block with the enemy's attacks, and I would always struggle with that. Whereas in the second game, I think you can just hold block down and you just keep blocking as long as you held the button. Oops. Dude, I gotta play some more Dead Space. I just recently went through 1 and 3 a year ago. Because I'd never finished either of those. I've always, I've played through them, but I've never finished them. The second one's the only game that I had beaten before, and that's still my favorite Dead Space, the second one. I also need to play through the remake. I need to play through that. Or remaster, or whatever. I think it's a remake, right? It's just a shame that we won't be getting a Dead Space 2 remake. Fucking EA, dude. Fuck EA. Ugh, they always just ruin everything, don't they? Outlast, yeah. I liked the Outlast games. I remember playing Outlast 1 with my my two brothers at like one of my brothers has like a theater in his basement, and we would play it down there with like surround sound, and like it was crazy. But yeah, that was scary. And then the second one I played when it came out, and I first enjoyed it like at first, but then I kind of like watched videos on like the story because I didn't understand the story, and the story is pretty fucking dumb in that game, I think. I did like the setting though. It kind of reminded me of like Resident Evil 4, just with like the rural setting. I liked that. Isn't there also like some multiplayer Outlast game that came out? I'm not sure I'm too thrilled about that because it's like multiplayer, but I swear that's a thing. Anyway, guys, well, actually, no, hold on. I need to go back and turn this in real quick. Hold on. Dead Space 2. Yeah, I agree, man. Dead Space 2 is so good. So good. And I know it's kind of a hot take, but I actually like 3 as well. I don't think 3 is as bad as people say. Like, yes, it does kind of lean more into like the action than the horror, but I still think fucking 3 could be scary, man. And I love how it takes place on like the snowy, planet for a lot of the game anyway. There's just something about snowy fucking environments in video games that I just love. So like fighting necromorphs in the middle of like a blizzard, on this alien world is actually pretty cool. I like the atmosphere of it. And the crafting is fun. I think the crafting is fun. I just think a lot of people hated 3 because like those like human enemies and stuff, which honestly, playing through it again, like, yeah, you do fight human enemies here and there, but most of the game you just fight necromorphs, so I don't know. And the human enemies kind of break up the pacing. Like, they actually break up the pacing. I don't know if that's the way I want to put it. I guess they just changed the pacing of the game, like, in a good way. Like, actually, there was times where I actually thought it was kind of fun to fight them, to be honest. Like, it was a change of pace. That's what I meant to say. You love Love and Tentacles. I did. I actually played it. That was my one of my favorite DLCs from that game. My favorite is the Handsome Jackpot, not just because of Handsome Jack, but I just love the casino. Like, I love the atmosphere and the music of that DLC a lot. I love how it's like an abandoned casino. That's so cool, like in space. But the Guns, Love, and Tentacles DLC is like my second favorite, for sure. The other two DLCs, I need to play them again. I know the Krieg one I wasn't a huge fan of, which is really sucks because that one's actually the one I was looking forward to the most. That had like the most potential for me, but it was kind of disappointing. RE7 and 8. Ah, dude, I love RE7 and 8. I love all the RE games, man. I've played pretty much all of them at this point. I went back and played through RE1, 2, and 3, like the originals. Well, I played through like the first remake of 1, which is still very much like, you know, OG RE1 in a lot of ways. But so I still kind of count that. But I played through those 3 games, and that was the first time really getting into like, you know, the tank controlled, you know, fixed camera angle RE experiences. And it was fun. It took me a minute to get used to, but 3 though, on the other hand, kicked my ass, man. 3 is not for the faint of heart. I don't know if a lot of people talk about the difficulty of 3, but 3 is hard. And I didn't play this on an emulator. I was playing this on like my GameCube. I got the GameCube versions, which are not cheap, by the way. But yeah, I didn't have like save states or anything like that, so I was playing it as like raw as you can get, authentic as you can get to the original. Dude, I know I saw that they have the GOG remasters. Don't they have a remaster for Dino Crisis? I think they do. I've never played Dino Crisis, but I love any games that have like fucking dinosaurs, man. I love like the Jurassic Park films. So I think that would be really fun to play through. Like mixing dinosaurs with survival horror sounds like that's just like the perfect idea. They need to bring that series back. I like them all except for Tiny Tina. Oh, like Wonderlands, you mean? Or the Tiny Tina DLC? Because the Tiny Tina DLC in Borderlands 2 is fantastic, in my opinion. But yeah, I heard mixed things about Wonderlands. That's what you're talking about. Silent Hill 3 was the first Silent Hill game I ever beat. Hold on a second, guys. Yeah, Silent Hill, that's a series I've actually not really played a bunch, surprisingly. Just a second, I'm gonna play some music here. Is it playing? Yeah, there we go. I think. Is it? Yeah, it is. Okay. Just couldn't hear it at first. Yeah, surprisingly, I haven't gotten into Silent Hill games. I want to. I want to check out that remake of the second one. The only one I've actually played before was 4 on the Xbox, because my oldest brother, he had that game. And I'm pretty sure I snuck into his room and I played it. And it scared the ever-living shit out of me. I could not get far at all. Just exploring the apartment at the beginning was like too terrifying. So when I first started to fighting like enemies, I think it was in that like subway tunnel or something. I was like, I dipped out. Just couldn't do it. The GameCube is legendary. Too bad it didn't perform well. It's such a good system. Dude, like, there's so many gems on that system. It's insane. It is insane. Like, I'm trying to think. I mean, there's a lot of Nintendo consoles that have like really iconic games, like the NES, SNES, GameCube, or yeah, it's hard to say, but like the GameCube just was like hit after hit after hit, you know. It has just such a solid library of games. even if it's a smaller library, it's than its competitors at the time. Like they're just all so good in my opinion. Maybe not everything, but a lot of them are. Yeah, I really need to check out those GOG remasters. Does anybody know, like, do they have like save states? Do they have like quality of life editions at all? Or is it just like the originals intact, which is fine, like 60 FPS versions of the originals, but I just want to know if they have like quality of life enhancements. Dude, there's a fucking PC version of 4? Didn't know that. What? I'm guessing that's like something you have to get either pirate or find like a retail copy of, which I'm sure is hard. I don't know if it even runs on a modern PC. But I guess you just said they fixed it, so that's interesting. Yeah, I've heard that too. Heard that as well. That 2 is their favorite. I know a lot of people don't really care for the ones after 4. Like any of the non Team Silent games are kind of a mixed bag, I think. I also want to get into the Fatal Frame series. Have you guys heard about that? I've always wanted to check that out. There's a couple for the Switch that I want to pick up. I just wish the other ones were more accessible. I don't think they're a little bit harder to find. You probably have to like emulate them, because like they're pretty expensive as far as like getting the physical copies and everything. And there's no real other way to like play them, I don't think. Unfortunately. I have memories with the GameCube with my buddy back in 2006. Oh yeah. I remember watching my friend play Metroid Prime at his house back in the day. And it took me a while to actually get Metroid Prime and like play it for myself and get into it. But when I did, it was like nostalgic because like I had watched him play through it to an extent. So that was kind of cool. You have those emulated, really? The Fatal Frame games? Yeah, I really want to check them out. I don't know where I should start though. Should I start from the beginning? I'd probably start with the Switch versions. I don't know. Is it like 4 and 5 or something? It was like one of them's the Maiden of Black Water, and then I don't remember what the other one was. But I kind of want to get the physical copies of them, even though they're a little pricey, I think. Unfortunately, your brother isn't a PC gamer like you are. Gotcha. I mean, PC gaming really is the way to go nowadays, man. It really is. The only thing I don't like about it is that physical copies aren't really a thing anymore for PC, which is kind of sad. I miss that. I miss the days when you could go to the store and buy like fucking, I don't know, let's just say Call of Duty on the you know, like a physical copy for it on the shelf for PC. You hopping off? Yeah, I'm gonna be hopping off, guys. I was just having a lot of fun chatting with you guys about games, you know. I hope you guys had fun though in the stream. I feel like this one just was better overall than yesterday's stream. I don't know. Yesterday I just wasn't with it, man. Like after the stream, I basically went to fucking bed, dude. I was knocked out yesterday. So yeah, I'm much happier with this one. And I don't even think, did I even turn in that Cromrax mission? I don't think I did, but I can do that next time. Not a big deal. But yeah, I want to thank you guys for watching. Thanks for coming in. Anybody who's here and who did show up. Josh, I don't know if you're here, man, but it was awesome to have you in the chat. Thanks for coming in. And anybody else who's here, like George, always good to see you. Brandon, Zeus, you guys are awesome. Sonic, how you doing? Who was the other guy? Who was the other person who was in here? Panamaniacs. Yeah, I want to thank all you guys for coming in. Borderlands 4 knocked me out. Yeah, it really did. Honestly, like after that trailer, like something happened. I don't know, man. Like I was feeling woozy. I was feeling something was going on. Like the coffee was not working. I just needed to rest yesterday, honestly. But yeah, anyway, you guys take care, and I will hopefully see you all in the next one. Peace out, everybody.